One of the things that I mentioned before we even went on the air is, my wife asked me today, what are you up to? Like, you do something today? And I said, yeah, I'm headed in. And she said, who are you going to?
So angry.
Will you just do one thing? That's my wife. She said, what's up today? And I said, I'm going in. And she said, who are you talking to? And I said that I was talking to you. And she was like, oh my God. And I'm excited to come to work. I'm excited to sit down and talk to you. I'm a fan. You're doing something first and foremost, you're doing really good work.
Thank you.
But you're also doing something that makes me feel better about where we are, what young people are making. It gets me thinking differently. It gets me thinking about, and I know this is something that you're very active in. Okay, I give money to a bunch of things. I went to public schools. Let's get on that.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm saying that, but I'm not going to really do it. There's this sports car they make.
No.
Yeah, guess what? It's made of rainforest wood. It's $800,000, but I must have it.
It's made of old public schools.
Yeah. They take books and resources from public schools, and they make this car that runs on rainforest leaves.
You can do both. You can have that car and throw a quick little... Yeah. This is the other thing. People are like, I got to donate all the money to this school. You know, these schools could use a quick little $200. They are not asking for a lot. That's how down bad they are. So anyone listening, you might think like that little $15 doesn't make a difference, but it does. Like it goes such a long way.
That's what I love that comes up in the show is so much of your show is about, it's sad, but it's also what I love is the character on your show, the older teacher.
Barbara.
Barbara. Mm-hmm. She's what a great character because you're always saying we need to fix everything. And she's saying, if we have to do without, these children will still, she's got this great perspective, which is we will make this work. But I watch it and I think, they need, like I said, they need scissors. They need a rug for the floor. They need, they need a chair over in the corner. There's so much that I think people think, well, this problem is beyond us. But if every single person said, hey, wait a minute, I can do this. Sona, I know you're very tight with money, but
okay.
you could control.
So you
what are you talking about?
Yeah, Sona, will you pledge right now?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give...
Your salary for the next year.
Oh, my salary.
Yeah.
Your salary.
No, I gotta get that car.
No.
That car, it takes existing schools and crushes them down.
Conan, you donate, Sona gets you the car. That's how.
Okay.
No.
Yay!
Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Well, what's funny is you're talking about Barbara, and we were just talking about comedy and everything, but Barbara and Janine are very much built for me. I talked to you about 30 Rock off of Liz Lemon and Jack Donaghy.
Yeah.
And people don't make that connection, which is great. I don't need them to, but that was the blueprint for me for them because Jack Donaghy is often right. I mean, it was at a time where you could get away with like a deeply Republican character like that, and it wasn't like violent. And then
he's so likable.
He was so likable. I mean, what a good job at that role. And then Liz was right too, but I love when two characters are right. It is my favorite thing in the world. I love it. It's the best.
You're a huge 30 Rock fan.
Huge 30 Rock fan.
You brought it up when we were I did. When I saw you in the green room. We call it the green. It's not green, but anyway, when I saw you in the talent lounge,
yes, it's very nice here, by the way.
Very nice.
Yeah, really
it's an old American Airlines lounge that we purchased. But the first thing you did was ask me a 30 Rock trivia question.
Yeah, I wanted to know what your favorite 30 Rock joke about you was.
It's funny because you said it, and I'm going to get this wrong, and 30 Rock fans can correct me, but there was an episode once. I was only on the show twice.
I know. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, I was only on the show once.
So much.
And because I'm her old boyfriend. I'm Liz's former boyfriend. And then
Aren't you in green screen, by the way?
And then they green screened me on the last one. Well, she came. Tina came out. She was in LA, and we green screened it, which was sort of part of the meta joke. And of course, it was all about, I still haven't lost my virginity at the time, at 50 or whatever it was. But I think my favorite joke might be, and it might have been Tim Conway who did it, but someone runs into Tim Conway. And
is it mine? It's my favorite joke. Wait, go ahead.
That's mine too.
Say it. Well, do you know it?
Do we know it?
What I've heard
I think we're all thinking of the same thing.
I did my show in 30 Rock for 16 years, and I would always walk around, and I always had a guitar on.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't he say something like,
I thought he said something about you being a woman, like
No.
a woman named Conan.
Who is Conan and why is she so sad?
Yes. Yeah, well, you gave the joke away as you said it.
Well, I didn't know what the guitar. I thought you were on a different
A joke
track.
about a woman.
No, I think he goes, I ran into a very tall lesbian in the hall.
Yeah.
Who is Conan and
Who is Conan and why is she so sad?
It's just a wonderful fucking joke from top to bottom.
And
his
then,
delivery.
I have to say that because I love that joke so much, I started doing bits.
Oh, that's for that.
I started doing bits where people would say, "Oh, and maybe they'll see you," and they'll go like, "Yeah," and they'll wonder, "How who is that old Dutch lady or whatever?" And people would laugh really hard, and I think, well, I'm just using the 30 Rock joke, but I'm doing it to myself before someone else can do it to me again.
Can do it to you, like me. But no, it's a weird. It's not a deep cut, but it's one of those ones you really have had to have had issues in your life and watch those episodes over and over and over and over again. And it just really sticks out, and it starts to stick out how much they talk about you on that show, and it's hilarious. It's so
funny too
to me.
because my son, who's now 18, but he really got into comedy and really started going down and binge watching all these great shows, and we would do it together. And then he really started to get into 30 Rock. And so I started rewatching, and a bunch of them were ones I hadn't seen because I was busy going through my own drama.
Yeah.
So I'm watching all of this play out, all these Conan jokes come up on 30 Rock, and my son's really laughing at my expense. And I'm like kind of sitting there like, I don't know how I feel about this. It's cool.
Right.
But man, but anyway, it was a nice way to, so then I reached out to Tina, who I don't talk to all the time, but I do know how to reach out to her. And I just reached out to her and said, Tina, I have now rewatched all of 30 Rock with my son, and good God, the writing is so tight on that show, and it really holds up.
It's crazy.
And so it was nice to be able to, you know, when you have that good feeling about someone, and then you realize, wait, I can actually tell them, and that is how I want to end. Because having you here today and being able to tell you that what you're doing is really comedically top-notch, but also beautiful, and that it's just cool to get to sit with you and talk to you. This was like an honor, so thank you.
This was an honor for me, too. Little 10-year-old Quinta's flipping her shit right now. This is pretty crazy. But
also, if she's 10, that means I'm only 45.
So. Exactly.
You did it. You did it.
I did it. Finally. Hey, Quinta, congratulations on everything. Always give a holler if we can be of help in any way. I don't even know what that would be. Yes. We can do, first of all, you can
donate.
I can donate. Once
that's
I
nice,
get the car first.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to get 2 cars because I want to keep one at my...
You could buy Dion's car. Used.
And here's the thing, you can park it anywhere.
That is so funny. A white Bentley as a writer is crazy.
Yep. Oh, and
that
he sat right in the chair you're in and completely fessed up to it and was laughing.
Yeah.
Was it leased?
I believe...
It had to be leased. Sorry, this is not...
And it was a convertible, too.
Okay, wait, the focus is you were going to say something nice about donating, like something that was really...
Yeah. You cut me off.
I'm sorry.
You want to know, I'm saying, so if you want to donate to schools, here's the number. Hold on. Did Dion lease? Was it a monthly payment? Can you do that off? Anyway, God bless you. Thanks for being here.
All of you.
Yeah. And this was really fun.
Thanks for having me, y'all.